Everyone, my name is Melissa and I'm here to guide you through a full body mat Pilates session. Just like anything with Pilates, we want to focus on your breath. We want to focus on proper alignment and feeling a little bit of burn through the muscles, but never any pain. We'll try to make it about 40 to 45 minutes. I'll be giving you some modifications as we go along. But anyway, let's get in it and have some fun. So first thing I want you to think about is just your standing posture. From here, I want you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, just feel the shoulders melting back and down. We're not actively pulling down on any muscle. We're just allowing them to melt back and down. Feel your head right over your shoulders right over your hips right over soft knees, and your knees right over your feet. Feet the weight evenly distributed through your feet, through toe balls, and through your heels as well. From here, let's just take a nice deep inhale and nice deep exhale. The breath that we like to use in Pilates is called posterior lateral breath. So as you inhale, I want you to think of sending the air to the backs and sides of your ribs, bringing the abs in. And exhale, maintaining that abdominal connection as you empty out the air from your lungs. Again, one more deep breath in. Feel those ribs expanding, and exhale, bringing those ribs together, maintaining the abs in. From here, we're going to bring our arms up towards the ceiling. And then as we exhale, we dive in, so chin to your chest, maintaining that connection of the abs. It's going to allow you to feel a nice stretch through the low back as we continue to articulate down, down, down. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, maintain that scoop in your belly to really keep that length through the back of the legs and that stretch through your low back. Watch your feet. Mine like to go out a little bit towards the sides. So make sure that they're nice and parallel and right underneath your hips, right through here. Inhale. And exhale. Chin to the chest as we begin to roll down, down, down. As if we were peeling up from a wall, one vertebra at a time. From here, we're going to come into hands and knees. And just do a cat stretch. If you have any issues with your wrist, feel free to roll up your mat so that the angle, it's a little bit more supportive on your wrist joint. Otherwise, try to have soft elbows, knees right under your hips. We're going to take a nice deep inhale here, again through the backs and sides of our ribs. And then as we exhale, we're going to send those ribs up towards the ceiling as we gaze into our thighs. Inhale, send that tailbone out, come into a little bit of an extension, maintaining your abs in. And exhale out. This is all about warming up through your spine. As Joseph Pilates said, you're only as young as your flexible spine. So we do try to focus on that quite a bit through our workouts. And exhale. From here, we're going to get our planks right out of the way. What I want you to do is think of your fingers nice and wide, middle finger pointing right towards the center of the room. You're going to extend your right leg out, brace your abs in, extend your left leg out. If you're having some wrist issues, you can absolutely do this on your elbows or come down on your knees. From here, as we're holding a nice strong plank, our abs are in, our glutes are relaxed. We're pushing our sternum up towards the ceiling. And from here, we'll begin to rock back and forwards through our heels for 4. Stretching through the back of the legs, 3. Continuing to breathe, 2. Last one. Hold it right through the center. You can just continue to hold here, or you can really engage through the left glute, left leg, as you bring the right leg up towards the ceiling and tap back down. And lift. And down, just 2 more. And down, last one. Place the right foot down. Left foot goes up. Right side engages and we lift. And lower, trying to keep those hips nice and quiet. For 2, back of the neck nice and long. Last one, you can hear the little shiver in my abs as I come in. Think of bringing the knees down, heels together, knees apart as we sit back into a child's pose. Rolling out through the wrists. And just holding this is so much harder if you just hold your plank. Very nice. From here, we're going to come to a seated position. We're going to begin our abdominal warm-up here. Okay. So feet are about hip distance apart as well. The knees, they're not coming together. They're not splitting apart. There's energy. As if there was a tennis ball between them. You don't want to lose that alignment. Your hands are going to be reaching nice and long. Shoulders are going to melting down the back. The movement's going to initiate from your lumbar spine. So inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, you're going to begin to round your back. Think of bringing your lumbar spine into the mat. Go only to where you feel like your toes want to lift up. Maintain that scoop in your belly. Inhale and then exhale, bring it back up. If you tend to just go straight into your hip flexors, that means the front of the hips. I want you to use your arms as support to bring yourself back in. Otherwise, keep reaching back, maintaining those shoulders down. I will say that like 25 times throughout the whole session. Last one, mainly to remind myself we do it too. And come back in. Next, we're going to add a little bit of rotation. So we'll begin to rotate. The right arm is going to open up to the side, but my hips are staying nice and steady. And come back in, like stay on the same side. Inhale as we reach back. Our obliques have to engage here. Exhale, bring it back in. 2 more just like that. Again, just doing our warm-up. We want our muscles to be ready for what we're going to ask of them. Last one. Exhale, bring it back in. Let's go to the left. Inhale and rotate. Follow your hand with your gaze. And exhale, come back in. And rotate. Try to make sure that that space in between your knees remains the same. The legs are active. Last one like this. And then we're going to do 2 more sets just where we alternate. So we go to the right. Follow your hand as if you were trying to reach for a little bit of water there. We're sitting in a canoe. And just reaching for the beautiful water. Last one. Now we're going to come back to a point where we can hold it. And then from here, the arms are going to lift and lower for 8. Try to keep those ribs in. I'm definitely developing some heat in my body. We have 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. Focus on that exhale. Come back in and bring it all the way back up, up, up. I'd like to tell you to focus on the exhale because your body's going to have to take care in order to exhale, and that way we make sure that we're breathing. Okay, from here, we're going to scoot a little bit forward. Keep those hands reaching out nice and long. Inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we're going to begin to round down, down, down with control, maintaining that scoop, 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 until we come all the way down to the floor. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. They're still in that hip distance apart. From here, we're going to just play finding our neutral spine here with our pelvis. So I want you to rock your pelvis back and forth and exaggerate it for the first couple of times. Then we'll start making it smaller and smaller. And use that exhale to think of bringing the pubic bone towards your nose. Think of dropping the chin in slightly so the back of your neck is nice and long. And your hands are reaching down past your hips. Chest is open. So you'll find a spot where your tailbone's connected to the mat, where the back of your ribs are connected to the mat, and there should be just a little bit of space underneath the small of your waist for a little ladybugs to crawl under. That's your neutral spine. Keep those ribs connected. We're going to go into our pelvic curls here. Your arms are grounded into the mat. Ribs are in. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to begin to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Really opening through the front of the hips. That makes your hip extensors, those muscles that are right at the base of your glutes, active. And slowly articulate down, down, down with control. Again, we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, pubic bone towards the nose again. Think of dragging your heels closer to your seat so you can really activate through the back of the legs and reach your knees towards your toes. And slowly round down, down, down with control. Your gaze, if your eyes are open, it should be straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to do 2 more just like this. And slowly round down. Think of each one of your ribs connecting, and then continue with your spine down to the floor. Last one, lift. Feel that length, almost stretching yourself as you try to reach your knees away from you and your hips up towards the ceiling. But your heels creating a big triangle here. And slowly roll down, down, down with control. Very nice. We're going to add a little challenge here by removing our arms. So now we're not removing them completely, but lifting them up towards the ceiling. Think of plugging the back of the shoulders down. Again, chin still slightly tucks at the back of the neck. It's nice and long. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, begin to lift the hips up towards the ceiling as the hands come down to hover over the mat. And exhale, slowly roll down, down, down with control. And lift, lift, lift. Again, we're about articulating. We're about lengthening. We're creating length in our body, in our spine. It's often compressed while we're sitting over our computer, driving, bending over to take care of the kiddos, texting. So we need to find that length again. Last one, we're going to leave the hands down and the legs up. From here, really engage in keeping your pelvis nice and steady. Engage through your left glute as you bring your right leg up into a tabletop and place it back down. Now engage through the right leg as we switch. We're going into our marches. As you bring your foot back down, you're articulating so it's toe ball heel. Nice and slow here. We could start to just like go super fast and then just flail our hip around, shifting them. And then we would lose the whole point of the exercise, which is to bring stability into our pelvis. 2 more. Last one. Bring it in, find length, length, length. Really engage through that left glute again, whole left leg as you bring your right leg up towards the ceiling. I want you to flex as you bring it down to connect your knees. Point as you lift. Lower and lift. Try as best as you can to keep those hips level. Last one, hold it up there and slowly round down, down, down with control. Connect that right leg to the floor again. Inhale to prepare. We come up with both legs bolted to the floor. Really engage through the right side as you bring your right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot as you lower the leg down. Point as you lift. And lower and lift. Opening through the back of the left leg. Pressing those hips up towards the ceiling. Last one, hold. And slowly come down, down, down with control. Bring both feet down. We're going to add a little bit of a challenge with our heels. Inhale to prepare here. As you exhale, bring those hips up towards the ceiling again. You can choose to challenge yourself a little bit more by lifting the arms. I want you to lift your right heel up, and then from here, just little pulses up and down with your hips. 8 of them in total. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Lower your heel. Lift the left heel up. And lower and pulse the hips back up. Again, 8 repetitions total. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heel. We're going to lift both heels up and drop them down. And lift. And lift. And lift. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, hold them lifted and slowly bring it down, down, down with control. Very nice. So we have warmed up our lumbar spine. Let's work on a thoracic spine. For this, we're going to work with some abdominal curls. Your arms can come up towards the ceiling again. Think of plugging the back of the shoulders down. If you're having any neck issues, totally fine to support your head with your hands, but make sure that you bring your elbows in a little bit closer so that you feel the scapula on your back coming down. We want those engaged so that the shoulders don't creep up on you. Keep your feet down and you're still in that nice active leg. So keep thinking of dragging your heels towards your seat so the back of the legs are nice and active. Inhale to prepare here. As we exhale, we're going to bow up. Reach your hands towards our hips. Come up a little bit higher. And lower back down. 4, 4. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth as if you're fogging up a mirror. Try to bring the belly in. And lower back down. 4, 2. I always say that my abs are like my 401k. From my face, I can see them, but I know they're there. And last one, you're gonna hold here. Little pulses, lift, and lift up an inch, and lift up an inch. Keep those collarbones nice and wide. 4, 3, and 2. Last one, hold, and bring it all the way down. Alrighty, we're gonna add some rotation, so get those obliques going. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we bow up. Bring your right hand behind your head. If it's not there already, your left arm is gonna be reaching, and we're gonna think of bringing your right armpit towards your left knee. And exhale, lift. And exhale, lift. And reach. 4. Left arm reaches for your heel. 3. Squeeze through that left oblique. 2. Last one. Come through center. Place your left hand behind your head. Right arm is going to reach now. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. We reach. And reach. Right arm is trying to reach towards your foot. Really squeeze through that oblique. 5 more. And 4. For 3. 2 more. Sink that belly down. Last one. Bring both arms in and relax it all the way down, down, down with control. From here, we're gonna move into our hundreds. Arms are gonna come up towards the ceiling. We can start with your feet down. If you see you're taking a few more classes here, let's try starting with our knees into our tabletop position. As we bring the legs in, try to maintain that little neutral spine, so tiny little bit of space underneath the small of your waist. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we're going to bow up and begin to pump vigorously through our arms, but with control. The pump is coming from behind your lats. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale. And exhale. If you wish to challenge here, you can extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Continue pumping. Continue maintaining that belly in. If you want a little bit more, you can lower the legs down as you inhale. Only going as far down as you don't feel those abs doming up even more. And exhale, come back in. And inhale, lower down. And exhale, come back in. One more, just like this. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back in. On the last 2, you can continue doing that, or we can just hold here at the 45-degree angle. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Bend the knees in and rest the head down. Very good. Whew. That brings definitely heat all over the body. Okay, we're gonna lengthen our legs out and move into the roll-ups. Lots of abdominal engagement too here and spinal articulation. And what we do here, full on disclaimer, your pants may start to come lower down. So I'll give you a little chance here once we're done so that you can pull yourself back together again. I want you to think of your feet. Flex, toes towards your nose so the back of the legs are glued into the mat. Arms up by your ears. And as we do this, make sure that your ribs are not splaying off. So I want you to keep those ribs connected to the mat. Inhale to prepare here. As you exhale, you're going to bring your chin to your chest and begin to articulate up. Bone by bone by bone. We reach for our toes, keeping your shoulders back and down, and stack the spine back up to straight. If that didn't quite feel that good for you, or there were spots where you just got totally stuck, I will show you a modification after. So we're going to begin to roll down, down, down. But everyone come down this way. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Really trying to layer your spine down. You can bring your feet in. Knees bent. Inhale to prepare again. Exhale, chin to the chest. We reach. Here's the modification. Grab a hold behind your thighs. Use your arms and begin to extend your legs out. So use your long legs as a nice lever. And bring it back up. Let's just do 2 more. Inhale at the top. Exhale. See curving through the spine as if there was a big knob here on the side of your hips. You begin to roll down, down, down. Bring the arms up with you. Inhale at the top. Exhale again. Chin to the chest. Reaching for my toes. Continue to round belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Stack my spine back up to straight again. One more time. This time, if you want to add a little bit more of a challenge, make sure that your arms stay right by your ears the whole time. Inhale. Exhale as you begin to lower down, down, down. Ooh, definitely makes those abs kick in a little bit more. Inhale, and again, try to frame our faces. Shoulders down. Exhale as we begin to lift, lift, lift. Definitely more challenging. And reach, reach, reach for those toes. Give yourself a nice little stretch. Allow those shoulders to come to your ears. And then plug them back in. And one more going down with control. Scooping, scooping, scooping. And bring it all the way down. This is where you could go, boop, lift the pants up a little bit. Luckily, you're at home, so you don't have the risk of anybody seeing, anything that you do not want to have anybody see. Okay, we're going to move into our single leg circles. For this, it's taking a lot of pelvic stability. I want you to extend your left leg out to the mat, keeping that foot grounded as much as you can. So that left leg is active. Your right leg is going to reach up towards the ceiling. You're going to try to lengthen it as much. If you have tight hamstrings or start to feel that discomfort from your hip flexors overworking, so any discomfort right here in the front of your hips, keep a soft bend in the knee and maybe have a little bit of an external rotation coming from your hips. Alrighty, as you can tell, my hamstrings are quite tight as well. So I'm really engaging through my left leg. I'm going to inhale as I bring my leg in across my body, out, down, in and up. We start small for the first 4, and make sure that your pelvis, it's not shifting. What could happen? We don't want that. We start to make the circles bigger. You allow the opposite hip to open, but still controlling as you circle out, down, in and up. Inhale. Exhale, or you stay small. Play with the range of motion here. I just want you to have a true movement here, not just like, some kind of crazy motion going with your hips. Let's reverse it. Start small again. Inhale as you go out. Exhale, bring it in and up. Out, in and up. Last one, this way. And this size. Then we begin to open, in and up. Open, in and up. And open, and in and up. Last one, open, in and up. Bring it in, hold behind that thigh, open up, and place this leg down on the floor. We bring our left leg up, extend it up towards the ceiling. Let's start small again. In, down, around, and up. Trying to really stabilize through that pelvis. Practice this. We need to have a nice, steady pelvis. Pelvic floor, so important. Let's start to make them bigger. Out and around, in, up, out and around. I am allowing my left hip now to lift up just a little bit, but again, keep it controlled. Come up towards the center. I'm going to drop my chin a little bit to keep lengthening the back of my neck and reverse my direction, starting out small and small. Continue breathing. And open, out, down, in and around. Out, down, in and around. Feeling that femur head just rotate inside the hip socket. One more. And bring it in. So that's great because it stimulates the synovial fluid in our joints. We absolutely need that. Okay. For transition, we're going to come to a roll-up again. If your abs are like, lady, no more roll-ups, you could always just roll up to the side and come back up to seated. Otherwise, arms are reaching. There's length. Ribs are connected. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Chin to the chest. Hopefully I'll keep the mic on my head. Yeah, I did. And bring it all the way back up. We're going to keep playing. I'm going to adjust this situation here. We're going to keep playing with a little bit more articulation on the spine. This is a very fun exercise. It's called rolling like a ball. A nice way to begin with it is just to find a spot where you can balance in between your sit bones and your tailbone. And then from there, I invite you to lift one leg up and lift the other leg up. You can maintain your toes connected, and you can hold behind your thighs, on your knees, a little bit tighter of a ball, which is more challenging, towards your ankles. As you're here, I want you to round in. So you're like a big letter, capital letter C. You're still maintaining that balance. We're gonna inhale to prepare. And then as we exhale, we're gonna roll back towards our shoulder blades and come right back up. Whew. And inhale, roll back. Exhale, come back in. You need to maintain that C curve in your spine, especially as you come up so you don't feel a pop as you reach. And try not to use your legs for momentum. What would that look like? I definitely use momentum there. So you roll back and in. One more. We're gonna play with our balance here in our abs. I want you to extend your right leg out and bend it in. Left leg out and bend it in. Both legs out. Maybe we bring them in closer together. Maybe we reach with our arms and now we're opening through the chest but still maintaining that C curve through the spine in our teaser position. Bend it in. I want you to bring your left hand towards your right knee, right hand towards your shin. Left leg is gonna extend and we're gonna begin to round down towards our shoulder blades and hold it here. Go into our single leg stretch and switch. Upper body doesn't change, abs don't change, pelvis doesn't change. So just feel the motion of your legs reaching. That leg that's extended, really engage through that glute. For 2. Last one. Bring the knees in. Hands are right over your, reaching for your calves again. We're gonna inhale as both legs out, legs and arms go out. Circle the arms as the knees come in. For 3 more. Exhale, bring it in. And 2. Try to stay bowed up as much as you can. 2. Last one. Bring it in and rest your head down. Shake your head now. From here, legs go up towards the ceiling. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you bow up. Again, you can do this with your head resting down on the mat. Reach for your calf, knee, anything you can reach on your leg. Right leg, we're gonna lower the left leg down. We're gonna do a pull, pull, and we switch. Pull, pull, and switch for your scissors. Again, trying to maintain that belly in. They may not look like I'm maintaining it in because I have extra padding, but it's in there, guys. 2 more. Last one. And bring it all the way. In, in, in. Rest the head down, look side to side. This time your legs are gonna come up towards the ceiling. You're gonna bring your hands behind your head, and again, think of bringing those elbows in slightly. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we're gonna bow up. Stay bowed up. Your legs are gonna lower down towards the diagonal. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, lower. Double leg stretch here. And back in. And you only go as far down as you don't feel those abs stooming up or your back changing. Keeping the back safe. Play with your range of motion. Gazing to your thighs. Last one. Bring it back in. Bend the knees. We're gonna rotate towards the left knee as we extend the right leg out for a crisscross and switch. And switch. As we continue doing this movement, again, abs are in. Pelvis is nice and quiet. It's stabilizing even though the legs are moving. Think of reaching your opposite knee for your armpit. For 2. Last one. No more. And rest the head down, bring the legs down, one at a time. Woo. And if that doesn't have you building up heat, I don't know what will. Arms up towards the ceiling again. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, chin to the chest, we're gonna roll up for transition. Oh, and the abs are definitely feeling that a little bit more. And sorry, Michelle, hopefully you can edit this. back in. So we'll come up, we'll roll up for transition. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chin to the chest. Let's come up, up, up. And that definitely does get a little bit harder after doing a series of abdominal. Okay, from here, I'm gonna face you, and we're gonna work chakra, more pelvic stability. I want you to keep your feet together. So make sure your toes are connected, because your legs are gonna like really give you feedback here. What we're going to be doing is we're gonna be rotating, but trying to keep that rotation right from your torso for a spine twist. But if I allow my hips to help me to come forward, you're gonna notice your feet are gonna come with you. So I'll show you here from the side. And that's definitely me losing my pelvic stability. So legs are nice and long. If your legs are super tight, feel free to towel up so you can bring yourself up higher, or have a soft bend on the knees. Otherwise, we're gonna sit nice and tall from here. We're gonna inhale as we twist towards the side. Come back through center. Inhale, rotate, little pulse. Come back through center. And rotate, little pulse, back through center. Getting nice and tall as we twist. Think of a corkscrew coming up from a wine bottle. It's rotating and lifting. Rotate, twist. Twist and lift. 2 more. Ooh, I almost lost my hips there. Last one. Bring it up. From here, you can bend your knees. We're going to do just a little bit of arms. We're going to keep them reaching. Then when you just do little pulses here, like palms up and down. Keeping this in the back, in your upper back, so not so much in your shoulders. And keep reaching nice and long. Palms up. And breathe. Still seated nice and tall. Palms back. Try to minimize the movement in your torso, because that makes you really have to engage through the abs behind you. Nice. Make them a little bit bigger. Like majestic birds. We're flying. Woo! Let your wings go. Other way. Keeping those elbows soft. Big circle, 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 circle. Abs in. Nice and tall. Reverse. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit of heat on those shoulders now, in the arms. Reach them nice and long. Palms behind you as if you're trying to push something away. And push something back. So create your own resistance, even though you don't have any additional weights or bands. You can do this with your body. Last one. Ooh, and bring it down. I sure felt a little bit of heat there. We're gonna also do our mermaid here. So I want you to bring one foot close to your seat. The other knee is gonna stay in front of you. Your arms are gonna be reaching out nice and long, shoulders back and down. We're gonna take an inhale, your palm that's facing away from you here. So with your bent, the foot that's behind you, sorry. We're gonna inhale to prepare here. And then as you exhale, you're gonna reach up and over, keeping the arm nice and long. And come back through center. And as we do this, I don't want you to collapse and just bend into your waist. I want you to get nice and tall, reach up and over, working through that side body, sideways, and come back in. 2 more, and reach up and over, keeping that bottom shoulder down. Last one, reach up and over. If you were in between 2 panes of glass, come back in. Let's take a counter stretch. Arm up towards the ceiling, hands by your calf, and we reach up and over. And bring it back in. 2 more, just like that. And bring it back in, reach up and over and hold. I'm going to direct the air towards your top ribs here. And exhale, bring it back down. Let's switch our leg position. So think of bringing that knee almost in line with your hip. You're trying to sit on both sits bones here. Arms are out, reaching nice and long. Opposite palm is going to face up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reach up and over. And bring it back in. So we don't have ballerina arms here. We have nice, almost as straight as sticks arms. Reaching with intention. And come back in. Let's do 3 more. Really squeeze through your obliques to bring you back up for 2. And lift up from your sideways. Last one. And almost as if you didn't have a hand down there. Reach, reach, reach. Let's take our counter stretch. Arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Now we reach up and over. Still finding like a, oh my gosh, like a slinky. Sorry, I almost forgot the word there. One more. We reach up and over. Direct the air towards the top rib. Exhale. Bring it back down, down, down with control. Very nice. We're going to come to hands and knees one more time. So find your nice quadruped position here. So again, the elbows, they're still soft. The sternum's up towards the ceiling. And from here, I want you to keep both knees down. We're going to think of bringing the abs in. And I want you to really engage your right side of your body as you lift the left arm up and place the hand back down. And now the left side has to engage to control and stabilize as we continue doing this movement. Think of pulling the shoulder blades back and down. Last one. Bring it in. You're going to extend your right leg out. Think of curling your tailbone under. And you're just going to lift that leg and lower back down. And lift and lower. For 2, the legs is nice and straight. If you bend the knee to lift it, then you're going to not feel that movement in your glutes. And think of curling that tailbone under. So think of curling again. Engage. Leg is long. And now both arm and opposite leg lift up. Keep that extended arm, elbow soft. Reach and hold. Curl that tailbone under again. And bring it all the way in. Extend the left leg out now. Toes are connected. Curl that tailbone under. Abs are in. And we lift and lower. As we lift, make sure that your low back doesn't change. What would that look like? Here. All right, so it just stays in the glute. Next time, let's regroup. Curl that tailbone under one more time. And then both opposite arm and leg lift and tap back down. Lift and tap back down. One more, reach and hold. Curl that tailbone under and bring it all the way in. From here, we're going to lower all the way down into our belly. We're going to bring our hands together. So you're going to make like a little pillow and rest your forehead on. From here, I want you to think of your upper body nice and long. Shoulders are back and down. Your belly button's in. Pretend as if there's a little ice cube underneath your belly button. You don't want to touch it. Your pelvis, your hips are really grounded into the mat. So you are still C-curving that low back into the mat. Your legs are nice and long. I want you to bend your knees in, connect your heels together, and flex your feet so that your heels are towards the ceiling. Again, abs are really going to be in here. It's key so that you stay out of your low back as the legs are going to hover the thighs up and lower back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 more. For 2. Breath is essential here. Last one. Want to try to hold that hover. Squeeze the heels into your glutes. Back to your starting position and in. And in. Try to keep that hover. If this is bothersome to your pubic bone, double up on your mat. 2. Last one. Hold it in. Keep that hover. Knees connect and open. And connect and open. My shoulders are starting to creep in, so I'm going to remind you guys to bring those shoulders back and down as well for 2. Last one. And release it down. Good job. We're going to alternate those 3 movements for 4 counts. So find your position again. Shoulders down, belly in, tailbone grounded into the mat. You're going to hover, squeeze in, close, and open. Hover, squeeze in, close the knees, and open. 2. Hover, heels in, close the knees, and open. Last one, hover, heels in, close the knees, and open. And hold for 4, and 3, and 2. Abs in. Last one, and extend the legs out, out, out. Very good. From here, I want you to bring your hands down by your shoulders. We're going to go into our swan, so a little bit of spinal extension. Same position, belly button lifted, hips are heavy, legs are extended nice and long. If you have any low back issues or just it's bothersome to you, open your legs out a little bit wider. Okay, from here, as if you had a little marble in front of your nose, you're going to begin to find length. So think of a turtle peeking out of its shell. You're going to begin to roll that marble out. Finding length through your upper body. You can no longer come up with just your abs, strengthen your spine extensors. Press through the heels of your hands and come up and up. Lifting only up as high as you can. Maintain your low back nice and happy and articulate. Down, down, down with control. So I don't care about the height that you're able to reach. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, we begin to roll up again. So if for you, this is it today because you are feeling a little tinge of pain in your low back. Keep thinking, curling the tailbone under so your glutes are active. And you only come up as high as you can maintain that pain, that back pain free. 2 more. Shoulders back and down again. And I'm peeking out of my shell. I'm coming up. My abs are in. Now I can no longer come up on my own. So I'm going to use my arms. Keep those shoulders down. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. I'm not doing this. And articulate down, down, down with control. One more time. I come up and I lift. Reach. Find length in the body. Shoulders down, abs in. And slowly bring it down. Down, down with control. And we sit back into our heels. One more time. There you go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, rebuild your spine as you come back up, up, up. Luckily, we have just enough time to target those buns a little bit more. So I'm going to ask you to come lay down your side. And I realize, see, it moves. That's why the pants come down, because sometimes the mat moves. You're going to be laying on your side. You can be supporting your head here with your arm. If you want a little bit more of a challenge on your obliques, have your elbow down, but you're actively pushing up from that arm. You're going to keep your bottom knee bent. Your top leg is going to be lengthened. I want you to keep those abs in. Hips right over hips. You can use your front arm for support. And then from here, we're going to lift the leg up into a tabletop. Not tabletop, sorry, hip height. Keep that foot flexed. And from here, just little lifts. Up and down. And up and down. Keep lifted through your side waist. And it's not huge. I could come up higher, but then my hips bend and I get out of my glutes. So I just want the tushy to work. 2. Last one. Hold it at hip height. We're going to kick it forward. Sweep it back. Keep the foot in parallel so you stay in your glutes. Good. For 2. For 1. Keep it reaching nice and long. You're going to bend it in, press it out. Bend it in and press it out. Stay nice and tall and lift it through that side waist. 4 and 3. For 2. Last one, reach it nice and long. Point your toes, little circles in circles. 3, 2, 1. Reach long, reverse. I know, I'm burning too. That's why we like to do it with you. So we don't say like 25, 2, 1. Hold it, reaching. And bring it in and tap that tushy out. As we come up, we're going to cross one leg on top of the other. Grab a hold of it with your opposite arm and try to bring that hip down. And ooh, you should feel a nice stretch there through the glute. Keep the chest nice and open. And only magic. We get to do the other side. Okay, so again, remember, you can come down. Make sure that you support your head. Bottom knees in. If you also were feeling super feisty, have both legs out extended. Makes it the balance part of it more challenging. Keep the top hip. Think of top hip away from your ribs. You can use the top arm for balance assistance here. We bring the foot up to hip height. Foot's gonna be nice and flexed. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. And I don't know if you've noticed, but you might still feel that glute from the left leg that we were working on, or right leg, which depending on which side we were going, still like burning because it's stabilizing now. So you're going to burn out on this leg a little bit faster too. Last one. Hold it. Reach it nice and long. Make sure the top hip's still reaching away from you. Sweep it forward, back, forward, and back. Maintain those abs in. Obliques are helping you stabilize here. 4, in line with your hip. 3, 2, last one. Reach it long, flex it, bend, kick it back out as if you're stamping something into the wall. And reach. Abs in. 4, 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. Keep it reaching. Point those toes, little circles. In circles. Try to keep those hips nice and quiet. I know it burns and I know it's hard, but you're strong women and you do way harder things every day. Hold it. Reach it nice and long and reach. And reach. We're keeping those glutes nice and firm and stabilizing through our body. 2, 1. Reach it long and bend it in. Bring that leg across in front of your other knee. Hold with your opposite arm and just sit back down and open, open, open. Feel that nice stretch in the glute. Open through the chest. And now let's finish up class by just sitting here any way that's comfortable for you. It could be crisscross applesauce, any way how you want it. I just want you to take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Just again, feel the shoulders melting back and down. One more deep inhale in. Deep exhale. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling, gathering all that oxygen to replenish our muscles again that we worked so hard on. And exhaling. Inhale again. And just thank yourself for taking the time to honor your body. And dude, it's self-care. You need this. Inhale. And exhale. Press the hands down. One more deep breath in. And exhale one more time. And I thank you so much for joining me. It's been my pleasure, and I hope to see you around on this website doing some more fun workouts or maybe some yummy stretching too. Thank you.